Okay, Pisces, so let's see what archetype you are either currently embodying or moving into. Okay, so what I got from your spread is we're going to call your archetype the knower. Okay, so this is what I'm getting here. So you have a lot of cards that are in reverse, except for the Nine of Swords. So this is what I'm understanding. Things in your life might seem like there's a lot going on, whether it's chaotic, it could just be in your head, especially with the Nine of Swords, a lot to consider, a lot of decisions to be made. There's something here like things aren't working out the way that you wanted them to. Your life isn't what you wanted, okay? There's something there. Like everything that you've ever wanted seems to be on hold or on pause. It seems to not be coming in. With the archetype of the knower, what I'm receiving here is knowing that no matter what happens, what your current circumstances look like, that things can change on, like, just like that. The drop of a hat, okay? That's what I'm really getting here. Now, you have the bigger card, and I'm more focused on her having her eyes closed. She seems stressed out, just like in the Nine of Swords, okay? But then you have the rescuer card, the life preserver. So to me, this is about rescuing yourself. So you can also call yourself the rescuer archetype. But this is really about you knowing that no matter what your life currently looks like, the outside life, okay? And this could also be, again, your thoughts. You might be flooded with insecurities or fears. Just I've been experiencing that a lot lately too. Old thoughts and feelings that are negative that you thought you got rid of. Being the knower means that no matter what happens in your life, you know that your life is getting better. You know that your life will soon be Ten of Cups energy, okay? That knowingness, that belief in yourself, okay? Now this is interesting. You had the dolphin spirit come out, right? Which is about intelligence. But what I was getting here is if you hear about stories where people, maybe their boats crashed and they were stuck in the ocean and maybe they were surrounded by sharks or there was a shark stalking them. And all of a sudden, all of these dolphins come around and they form like a circle around the person who, who's been in a shipwreck, and they protect them from sharks. Okay, and I'm like, that's an interesting story to come up. But it's happened a few times that I've heard of, and I'm sure it's happened more times than that. But on different occasions. But these people who have been shipwrecked, they're in a horrible situation because they don't know what's going to happen to them. But then all of a sudden a miracle happens, okay? And that's what I'm getting here. All of a sudden a miracle happens. So always believing, always knowing that a miracle could happen, that something could change very, very quickly in your life. And then all of a sudden, so with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, you could be really working hard on something with little recognition, and then all of a sudden somebody notices, okay? I've heard on YouTube where somebody had put out maybe music years ago, and then it's finally receiving recognition. I'm sure the person who put it out was giving up. You know, you think that once you first put it out, that's when it would gain the recognition, but no, it took a few years to get there. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to take you a few years to get to where you want to be. No. But they probably didn't expect that to happen. Okay? With the Owl card, it came out, and I've had this deck since Christmas, and I've never had this card come out. I don't ever remember it ever coming out. So to me, owls are about wisdom, our inner wisdom, and also our spiritual guidance. But this is about trusting in yourself. And also, since I haven't received this card before, what they were kind of making me feel was, you know, you never know what's going to pop up, okay? And this card talks about representing wealth, beauty, and good fortune. So you never know when something positive is going to happen, okay? And I have this bookmark that's sitting on my desk, and my guides want me to show it to you. It says faith, all right? So the knower, Pisces, you know that no matter what your outside circumstances are, that they can change quickly because you are the creator of your life, right? If you just keep moving forward, believing in yourself, taking charge of your own life, right? Using these swords for a positive, okay? Instead of this negative, dwelling in this negative energy, right? Making the decision that I want to change and I'm going to take my power back and I'm going to change my life. That's what I'm getting here. But to be able to do that, you have to know that anything is possible. Strength card, infinity symbol. There's an infinite number of ways that things can happen. If you have a hard time thinking about how money could come to you like I do, there's an infinite number of possibilities. And it's going to take us a while to be able to realize that. But if you keep reminding yourself, okay, there's other ways that money can come to me. And maybe try to think back to your past when money came to you unexpectedly or something you desired came to you unexpectedly. And that will help you build up that belief. But I really feel that you are moving into that knowing that no matter what happens in your life, you are on the right track, right? You are moving towards your dreams and anything can happen. Any miracle can happen. All right? I love this for you, Pisces. I think it's really important. What they're saying is, I'm interpreting the sunshine as being gifts from our spiritual team, okay? Never underestimate the true power of yourself, but also of your spiritual team and the love that Spirit has for you, okay? So, Buffalo is underneath that. So, if things seem chaotic in your life, if you're having a hard time, if you seem bogged down by your thoughts, like I have lately, I felt like I was going back into my depression, and I know there's something here that I need to learn, okay? But I told myself, I am not doing this to myself again. I deserve better and I'm not doing it. So I'm trying to take action towards getting out of that, right? Making sure that that doesn't happen, okay? That's what I'm getting from the Buffalo Spirit here. It's just moving through it, right? You move through it. It's a decision that I'm making. And that's what I felt like with the Ace of Swords, taking that action, taking that power back. And you take that power back by knowing that you can change your circumstances and that Spirit can help change your circumstances very, very quickly, very, very easily. Okay? It all begins with the mind, though. So moving into that knowing is a very important and big step on your journey. Whew. Knowing that you can save yourself and knowing that you have a bunch of loving beings who want to help you along the way, whether they're in spirit or whether they're here on earth, okay? But just knowing that can help you move through this life. Because if we don't have that knowing, it's so easy for us to stay in that darkness, in the shadow, in the depression, and the anxiety, keep us locked up in our houses, locked up in our minds, okay? But when we have that knowing that we can move forward, that anything that we want is achievable and possible, that's when that momentum happens. That's when that we start moving forward. Okay? Doesn't matter how small the steps are, it'll get us to where we want to go. Okay, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I see you in the next one.